Do you remember the first time you actually had the feeling that you were flying?
Yeah, I was about 8 years old and I couldn't dunk, so I just jumped off a trampoline. My parents almost killed me. But to be honest with you, that was the first time I ever felt like I was flying. When I was 8 years old, and there was like a trampoline set up in the school gymnasium, and I took the trampoline and I put it in front of the basket and I ran up and I jumped off the trampoline and it felt like I was flying. And from that point on, I said, man, once I start dunking, I'm gonna try to dunk everything because this feeling is just too good to be true.
Is it still that way for you?
Oh, absolutely.
What's
Every
it like?
time. Well, it's a huge adrenaline rush. Once you get up in the air and you're hanging up there, especially if the defender is coming to try to block your shot, especially a tall guy, and you get the feeling of like, it's almost like you're climbing a wall. That's the best part.
You feel like you could keep going?
Well, sure. Sometimes you get a good jump and it just feels like you're just going to keep on going and going and going, and it feels like you're looking down on the rim sometimes.
At least 40 points in 6 consecutive games for Kobe Bryant. It has been an extraordinary run by Kobe.
What did you learn about yourself during the streak?
That I could lead. Since I've been in LA, I've always been in a position where I defer to Shaquille. And for me, it was the unknown of whether or not I could step to the forefront and put a team on my shoulders. That's something that was a mystery to me. I think it was a mystery to Phil and a mystery to my teammates. But that was a point in time in the season where Phil felt like we needed an adjustment. And he came to me with that challenge, and I was able to respond and deliver some big moments for us. So I call it a special ops mission, where Phil just basically told me to go into enemy territory, gather the intelligence, and then come home. So that's all I tried to do. And now it's back to going, playing the style of basketball that we normally play, which is getting the ball inside of Shaquille and then going from there.
Kobe, tell me what it's like to be a father.
It's it's great. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a responsibility, but it's a blessing.
Giving you a different perspective on life? I
would say so. You obviously have a person that relies on your every need. It's definitely giving me a new perspective. Opinions that I had before, now that you have a little girl, they tend to change a little bit. Well, it's tough to give examples. Just on everyday things, everyday decision making. I tell you what, I drive a lot slower when I have her in the back seat.
We have a pretty special game of yours next Thursday night against Sacramento. How do you approach that now in lieu of last year's playoffs and what's happened this year?
Well, it seems like we can be first-round opponents, so that's going to be a big game. But it's just, it's turned into such a big rivalry. It's kind of taken on its own personality. I think the fans really enjoy it. We as players, we enjoy it. So it's exciting every time we play them, especially at Arco.
Do you think about your place at all in the run at the Celtics reign and that kind of thing? I mean, you guys are in pretty rarefied air.
Yeah, we are. We have opportunity here to do something extremely special. And our sights are focused on that to the point where we're not going to be derailed or deterred because we have a couple bad games or because we're not seeded as high as we would like to be in the playoffs. And this is tough. If it was easy, many other teams would have done it. So we think about that. We keep things in perspective, and we try to make the best of it.
And not many teams have come from as low as you guys will be.
That's true. I mean, if you're going to make history, you might as well have all the obstacles stacked up against you, I guess. I don't know. But, we just look at it as a challenge. And, we'll give it our best shot, see what happens.
Kobe.